Hello, my name is John Coleman. I'm here to talk to you about a solution to a crisis our nation is facing: energy. Energy is important to the United States. Without it, the world stops spinning. If we do not find new ways of creating energy, ways that are more efficient, ways that are less damaging to the environment, we will be on a road that leads to doom. When I speak of more efficient ways, I mean renewable energy resources, as well as nuclear power. A renewable resource is defined as a resource that naturally replenishes itself. This includes wind, solar, geothermal, and hydroelectric power. To solve our energy problem, we must improve the ways in which we harvest the sun's energy, wind energy, and nuclear. As of now, wind energy only provides us with 1% of our total energy consumption. While they might not put off much pollution other than the constructing of them and the transportation getting them to their location, they are just not very efficient. Most wind turbines are older and require maintenance to keep them operational. Many wind turbines are restricted to how fast they can turn. In result, this lowers the energy production. However, there are many people who install smaller versions of wind turbines in their own yard. This means that they are not relying on the nation's grid. They are self-sufficient, and it helps to lower our energy consumption as a nation. Wind is a clean resource, but to actually produce the kind of energy that our nation needs, we must have to have huge wind farms. These cost an extreme amount of money. Solar energy is basically in the same boat as wind, except for the fact that solar energy has potential to grow, potential to become more efficient and cheaper. As of now, solar energy provides our nation with less than 1% of our energy consumption. This is because the sun's energy is not being harvested efficiently. The solar panels that are used today have about a 40% efficiency rate. This means that 60% of the sun's energy is just being wasted. There are programs put into place in California where the state gives people bonds to buy and install solar panels to become more self-sufficient. While these bonds do have to be paid back by the citizen, it is a step forward in the right direction. Most of these types of programs are just for solar energy. The bottom line is we need more programs like this. Money has to be invested by wealthy individuals. A new solar panel is in the making now. It is a ceramic material that not only uses cheaper materials to manufacture, it is more efficient. This solar panel would be a lot thinner and take up less space. That means more compact equipment and more solar panels in a smaller place. The material used in this prototype is ferroelectric, which means it can switch polarity. This means a more efficient solar panel. A benefit that solar energy has that wind does not is the maintenance required. Solar panels require little to no maintenance. All of the improvements to the efficiency of wind and solar energy producers will help our nation. But even working at full efficiency, they cannot provide us with the amount of energy that we consume. The future of our nation and the solution to the energy crisis that we face today is nuclear power. Most of today's nuclear power plants have older generation reactors, generation 2 and 3. While these reactors are not unsafe, there's a way to design more efficient reactors and even safer reactors. The reactors in today's power plants only use 1% of the solid fuel uranium-235. One particular reactor that is being designed and talked about is the liquid fluoride thorium reactor, or LFTR for short. This reactor uses liquid fuel to create the energy. 100% of the fuel is used and none goes to waste. The uranium that we are using today is running out quickly. However, the thorium fuel that could be used in the new reactors is extremely abundant in Earth's crust. In regards to safety, which is most people's main concern when talking about nuclear energy, this reactor is like night and day compared to the older ones. If something goes wrong, it shuts itself down. There's no need for a human to do anything. If the power goes out because of some type of disaster or storm, for example Fukushima, it still shuts itself down. This method of creating energy is the future of our nation. Coal and natural gas will not last forever. Until we find ways to increase the efficiency of wind and solar power, what will we fall back on? The bottom line to our problem is money. Nuclear power plants typically take 12 to 15 years to complete construction. Someone has to invest this money. Why not the government? As far as solar energy goes, 1/2 to 2/3 of solar energy is subsidized by the government and taxpayers. Wind is subsidized by the government and taxpayers as well. Why put money into something that is operating at 40% efficiency instead of something that can operate at 100%, that being nuclear? While nuclear can be costly, so can solar energy. Solar energy is more expensive per megawatt than nuclear. If our nation is going to solve this energy crisis, we must first start with educating the American people. We need to explain the importance of energy and how it affects all of us every single day. If we are going to make a change for the good, we must change the way people see and think of both renewable and non-renewable resources, as well as nuclear power. While renewable resources may not contribute to the majority of our energy consumption, they have the potential to. People also need to understand that even though we get the majority of our energy from coal and natural gas, that it is harming to us. It is harming the earth and the well-being of the people. Coal and natural gas will not last forever. Nuclear energy also needs to be explained and revealed for what it really is. It is a very safe and reliable energy resource. Quit the horror stories. There have been 3 nuclear meltdowns in 35 years. These accidents were caused by improper regulations and reactors that are frankly junk compared to the ones that are being designed and prototyped now. We need to embrace the new technology and put it in use. The solution to our nation's energy crisis is education and money. Sounds easy, right?